Hey to all my YouTube subscribers, all 39 of you, and to whoever among my friend circles who I end up personally sharing this video with. I'm recording right now at 11 p.m. on Thursday, November 10th, so the results of the election are still smoldering, so to speak. Very tired. I've been working all week, and this election has got everybody, myself included, all riled up for every number of reasons. It's been a very, very sensational and I'm sure historic campaign trail. For better or for worse, I'm sure President Trump will have a very historic presidency as well. I'm trying, as somebody who was about as anti-Trump as one possibly could have been, I'm trying to be optimistic. I don't believe that the only reason Trump was elected into office is because of rampant sexism and misogyny and racism and xenophobia, like many others in my camp feel. And I think that's the main purpose of this video that I'm filming. I want to lay out several points completely off the cuff here as to what it is that even allowed a demagogue like Trump to make it into office. Nobody, damn sure not me, saw this coming. I've been highly critical of liberalism and the left because I feel like in so many ways it's gone off the rails. And when I see the responses to this election, the defeatist and cowardice and just accusatory response, I understand why our side of the partisan, that being the left, has so fallen apart. So let me just lay some points on you here, and maybe we can try and repair this completely fractured party that could not even stop Donald Trump. Point 1. Stop threatening or otherwise pretending as if you'll flee your country. Have a spine and stay active and vigilant in safeguarding your country's future. If loyalty to your homeland isn't a good enough reason for this endeavor alone, well, remember that America is militarily the most powerful country in the world by at least a magnitude of 10. It is imperative to keep our policy wise and sane, and we, as American citizens, have our part to play in doing so. So, point 2. Stop blocking or threatening to block anyone who claims to be a Trump supporter or otherwise disagrees with you. Doing so is only going to create an echo chamber, or a worse echo chamber than you're already sitting in. And it's these sorts of echo chambers which most certainly aided to Trump's rise to power in the first place. You need to listen to hear all the ideas and all sides of the argument to get a full picture of what you're up against. You either need to know it to know what you're criticizing, or to know it to perhaps embrace a few ideas of yourself, for yourself. Facing your adversaries is the only possible way to change the minds of others in the first place. And in the second place, it's one of the best ways for acquiring new ideas and perhaps changing and refining your own ideas and opinions. So that's point 2. Point 3. Stop petitioning and pleading social media sites and universities to censor and silence your critics or those you disagree with. Even Barack Obama, on some interview, you can YouTube it, admonished you for this. These pro-censorship actions are deplorable, rightfully deplorable, by all sides of the partisan, and you're just hurting our own camp with such activities. Point 4, and this is an important one. Stop blaming society's every plight and the motivations of your every adversary on sexism, racism, xenophobia, bigotry, or hate. Aside from being untrue, it's just flat out disrespectful. As someone who has falsely been accused of all of those things, I can personally vouch for how offensive it is to bear those accusations. Your willingness to make these accusations at a pin drop is a major reason why society is so sick of your rhetoric. Your unwillingness to engage Trump supporters in any way that wasn't from a position of smug moral superiority is what pushed otherwise reasonable people away from our platform. And that did happen. And finally, point 5. And this one kind of piggybacks off of my 4th point. Have respect in your discourse. When you look at everything through the dual toxic lenses of identity politics and political correctness, you automatically assume that every argument is some sort of existential threat. And by proxy, you consider your political adversaries to be malicious people. Consider instead your political adversaries to be people who are every bit as well-intentioned as you are, and just see paths forward that are different from the ones you see. Force yourself to decamp from the worldview that the only way people can think different from you is by being hateful or stupid, and you'll see many doors for progress and productive conversation open up. This is my little feedback. Nick, the 39 subscriber, cognitive rambler nobody, signing off. Let's do better in 2020, huh?